Can't believe it, but Leo Rowlands, welcome to my YouTube channel. I can't believe we sat here having a bit of an interview.
Yeah.
Following what was a bit of a fantastic year for you in 2025.
Yeah.
World number 3. So for those who don't know Leo Rowlands, he rides for Bruntwood Park BMX Club, which I'm proud to be a part of. Leo now world number 3. I've got to get this right. So we've got British champ for cruiser.
Yeah.
We've got British number 2 for cruiser. National number 2.
Yeah.
For 20 inch. You've not got a national title for cruiser?
No, I haven't. I've never ridden nationals for cruiser.
How did you never ride nationals for cruiser? What was that all about?
I just wanted to do the Brits. Like, I've never.
Ah, right, okay. I thought you were doing a bit of a double bike saga.
Nah, the double biking on the Brits was hard, and if I think about it, for every national, it's a bit too much.
There's people at my age that are cracking that out every single race, and they literally, when we were in the pens for the cruiser finals, they're literally just coming straight off a 20 and get on the cruiser.
I know, in the regionals, like, you get no rest between the races. Like, it's just straight into the next one, straight into the next one.
Yeah, that's scary, to be fair.
Yeah.
So, big year last year. I want to talk a couple of things about how you got into it, because I think I've only known you now for about 3 years. But your dad posted something the other day showing you on a balance bike in the middle of the indoor of all places to be on a balance bike.
Yeah.
So how long have you been riding for now?
Like, properly 6 years. Like, I started when I was like nearly 7. I rode the Bruntwood Park club races in novice when I was 6. Then I moved to expert near the end of the year, and I rode the club champs in Preston in 2019, and I rode I can't remember where my first regional was, but I remember at Preston club champs in 2019 I got 4th. I was pretty happy with back then.
So how old were you then in 2019?
6.
6?
Yeah.
So I think you're probably the only person I know now, obviously with being at your age, where you've rode pretty much from when you could ride, like, and pretty much raced from the earliest age possible. Mm-hmm. So always raced for Bruntwood. Age 12 now.
I'm going into 13s now.
13s now?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going clips. So everything's changing a little bit into it this year.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So talk to me about like last year's racing. I mean, I want to get to the highlight of Copenhagen, but like, to be honest, there was so much cool stuff that went on in between.
Yeah.
Talk to me about how last year went. How did your regional season and your national season go?
Regional season went well. I don't have any pressure with regionals. I just go out and race it 'cause it's just good fun. I like just racing regionals and getting the win. My first race of the year was in Verona in March. I can't remember when it was, but that didn't go that well.
So Verona was Euros, wasn't it? Is that right?
European Cup.
Okay, so go on. What happened with the Euros?
So it was straight at the start of the season, like right at the start, and it was my first race of the year. I went there and I had done a bit of winter training, and I went there. I wasn't that confident in myself because I was a bit like iffy about the start. The first race of the season was a year round, which I wasn't that happy with. But I love Verona track. I went there for the European champs the last year, and I didn't do that well then. But I remember my first moto was terrible. I got like 4th, and I ended up crashing in the quarters in 2nd.
You not make the final for that one?
No, I didn't get in the final.
Was that when they had the biblical weather in Verona? Was it Verona where it absolutely hurled it down?
That was the
on-off
champs.
Was it?
Last year, yeah. But in Verona 2025, the European Cup, it was nice and sunny. It was pretty good conditions, to be honest. I'm not too sure if it rained or not. But then the next day, I was like miles. Like, I knew that I could do better. So I won all 3 of my motos, I think. And then I went into my quarters. I was leading it until 3rd straight, and an Italian passed me. And then in my semis, I just binned it. Like, I did terrible and got like 6th in my semi, which that day I was looking for a final easily. So I was pretty gutted with, but yeah.
And was that just a riding thing, or was that a mental thing? Because I know that you've been pushing so hard last year with all the sort of the mental side of racing as well, because like I can't believe the pressure. I can't believe you don't get affected by the pressure of riding at the level that you're riding at, because you're 12.
I don't really have that much pressure, to be honest. It's all just go out and race it. Like, I always just take it as it goes. So like, I never think ahead of the race. I just take every moto as it comes, and then take the quarters, semi-finals, and then.
It's very similar to what I do. So I try not to overthink it and try not to go more than the moto that I'm actually racing. But I didn't know if at your age you would be mature enough to be able to do that. It's kind of cool that you can. Yeah,
I learnt it because I got like a couple of years ago, I just put too much pressure on myself. I just really needed to chill out and take it as it comes. And then this year I started doing it for my nationals and the worlds, and I ended up getting really good results out of them.
I can see the difference having been around you racing in 24 and being around you racing and racing with you in 25. I can see the difference in your sort of mindset is when you're in a gazebo. I can see the way you're approaching each of the motos.
Yeah.
How did you make that change? Was that a conscious thing that you've done, or is it just you just found that it became easier last year? Or?
I just found it became easier, really. I was getting too nervous before races, and I was just overthinking everything. I just needed to chill out, and then I just started thinking in a new way before races, and I ended up just getting used to it. I still get nerves before races because everyone does, but I was not overthinking it like, oh, I've got him next to me, I've got him next to me, oh, he could beat me, he could beat me. I just think like, okay, I'm on the gate, just ride and do what I do best.
How did you go on throughout that year then in your national season? Because it was quite tight between you and James. It was hugely tight all the way sort of through.
Yeah.
Was it down to the wire? At the last one, or had James taken enough that it didn't matter? I can remember it just being really tense.
In Gosport, on day 2, if he won, he would have taken the national series. So when I won it, it went on to Birmingham.
Yeah, I remember it being like that.
My ideal was I didn't really want to ride Birmingham because I just not the biggest fan of the track. I like Birmingham, but it's just like the track's fun to ride, but I'm never really that up for racing there. My plan was for Gosport, if I didn't win, then I wouldn't do Birmingham. But after I won, I was in line up for the national title, so I went to Birmingham and rode there. I ended up getting second.
Second is absolutely wicked.
Yeah, I mean, buzzing with second.
That on track rivalry between you and James, it generally is. It can be anybody's race, and that mental mindset you seem to have got, where you just don't care who's on the gate with you now. You're just going for it. I think it made it really interesting last year. That was a really, really good year, and you could be proud of national number 2. Is not to be sneezed at.
Yeah, it's pretty good national number, to be honest.
Mate, it's wicked. It's absolutely wicked. So we then had Worlds, before we got to British Champs and stuff like that, we had Worlds come out, and watching you put the GB shirt on was mega. I was sat here behind you where you are now, screaming at TV when you were racing. But tell me, what was the Worlds like?
I've been riding the track really well on practice, so I knew that I had a good shot. My goal was a semi-final, because in the other Worlds I'd always gone out in quarters, so I just really wanted a semi-final. I went into the day pretty confident, just taking it as it comes, like I say, and then a massive rainstorm hit. It was the wettest race I've ever done. It was chucking it down, and like the gate was slippy, the corners were slippy. It was just not ideal. But I went up. I remember my first moto. I was pretty nervous because it was wet, and as I got onto the gate, it just started chucking it down. And I remember I was in like gate 2 or something, and my plan was to do like an 80% gate and then just see where the race goes. Just to get out rather than slip. Just to get out. So I did that gate, pretty rubbish gate, and then I went down the first straight. I managed to get into second. Then I pulled a move off. I went around the outside of someone in the last corner, and I managed to get a win in that race, which I was really happy with because of the conditions and stuff like that. I was buzzing with that win.
To be fair, I think the people that were working on the track were literally sweeping massive amounts of water off the track at various points in time.
I think they got a roller on in the middle of the full second motos.
I remember looking at it thinking, that is a tough place to race.
Yeah. The only problem is there was no rest in between the races. Like, I remember after my semi-final, I was buzzing because I just got second. I went back to warm down, and as I got to the gazebo, I heard a call that I was late to my final.
No way.
As I got back to, so there was just no rest in between the races. And I was pretty shattered going into my last race.
I mean, they're trying to get through so many riders. It looks like that. Like, it looks like they're just churning through riders when you're watching it on TV back at home. What was the highlight then? Highlight of the World Championships for you?
My happiest moment of it was definitely getting into the final, because my goal was the semi. I remember going into my semi, I had a really good gate, because I've been picking same gate really, because I didn't really want to be on the inside, didn't really want to be on the outside. I remember I was in like 7th out the gate because I spun out in my semi, and I managed to work through the pack down the first straight and getting into 4th. Then I dived up the inside and got into 3rd, and going down the second straight I just kept that 3rd position. I was already like really shocked that I was in that position going down, because it was so busy, the Worlds. There was 147 people did it on the day.
In your age group?
In my age group, so it's just like to be in that position, getting into the final was really good, a really big thing for me.
No, I mean, I'm smiling thinking about it. That whole thing of you getting to that point where you were in the final is amazing.
Yeah.
But then talk me through that race, because I watched that final and my heart drops every time you come out that gate, because you do pretty much what you said you did in the semi. You didn't have the greatest gate, but you bullied your way through and got yourself into 3rd. And like, I'll be honest, like I was stood there kind of screaming at the telly at the point where you were getting to that point, because it looked like you were going almost nowhere, race wise, and then you just blitzed through people.
Yeah. I just had to work my way through the pack in the final and the semi, and even in the quarter. After the 8th, I had the 8s were really stacked on the day, because after the 16s, it was into the 8s, and there was only 5 8s, so it was pretty much like quarterfinals, 8-man quarterfinals. But if you made it through the 8th, it was pretty much a free quarter, because it was only 5 people, one goes out, so you're pretty much guaranteed to get through the quarters. I remember I looked at my quarter and it was reasonably stacked. I had some good riders, but I knew that I had really good track speed on the day. I think I just didn't have a great gate. I ended up being in last down the first straight, but I managed to work my way through, and I took 2 places down second straight using the track speed that I had on the day. Ended up getting 3rd in that race, which I was pretty happy with.
I think the track speed for you has been phenomenal, especially watching you on the world stage, because I mean the conditions in Copenhagen were just hit and miss, weren't they?
I know.
But to capitalise on that, take it to a W3 plate, not only get a W plate but then be on the podium. Yeah. That must have been sick.
Yeah, it was mega. To just get like a world podium, buzzing with that.
No, I can't even imagine how elated you must have been.
Yeah.
In Copenhagen for your final, how did that go? Give me a bit of a play-by-play if you can. My heart was in my mouth watching you race that race.
So in the final, I didn't really care where I got. I just went up on the gate. I wasn't nervous, didn't have any nerves. I didn't really care where I got, because I just got a world plate. I didn't really give a damn what positions I was getting, so I just went on the gate, just happy. And when I got out the gate, I didn't really gate, because it had just rained, and going down the first straight I was in like 7th, and I just managed to go right under the corner and take 3 people. Before I knew it, I was in 5th. Going down second straight, I took a couple of people, and then down 3rd I managed to get across, World 2 at the time, and then down the last straight I managed to put the elbow in, and I got 3rd. I just couldn't really believe it at the time, because I didn't really know that I could get that high up in the world rankings, and just a 3rd was amazing. I I'd be shocked with a World 5, like, let alone World 3 was just amazing.
Yeah, I mean watching it wasn't easy. You definitely didn't come out the gate your best.
Yeah.
And the way you went from 7th to 3rd, and it was right to the line.
Yeah.
On the 4th for that 3rd place was just it was amazing.
Yeah.
When you're doing that, is there anything other than just doing your best that's going through your head? You just looked like you were just picking people off. It looked like you were just riding your best ride. If you ignore the gate, you just had a blindingly good ride.
Yeah.
That got you to that point.
I was just like riding how I ride, like just taking people as it goes, just taking the race step by step. And I just paid off, like just like taking the race as it comes, taking each rider as it goes. And before I knew it, I was in 3rd. But I remember I took my last person down the last straight, which I remember at the training session we never really practiced on the last straight because it was such a small straight. So I was
It's got a stupidly long 3rd, hasn't it?
Yeah, the 3rd, it's got 14 rollers. Like it's stupid.
I think that's what Kelvin wanted to do at the end of our 4.
Yeah.
It just won't fit in.
That's why we went a couple of weeks before that. We went a couple of weeks before Copenhagen, the Worlds. We went to Glasgow with a few of my mates. We went up to Glasgow for like a little training camp. We stayed in this big hotel, which was it was mega. And we rode at one of the Scottish regionals there, because Glasgow, the gate's the same as Copenhagen.
Yeah.
The track's pretty similar. It's a big track, as 2023 Worlds were in Glasgow. So we knew that if we rode that track, we'd get it was pretty similar to Copenhagen. So it was just like the big track feeling, the big open space. Just riding another Worlds track is just...
Then to have you back was wicked. We came back after the World Championships and went to Brits, didn't we?
Yeah, the Brits were good. The double bike in there was hard. There was like just no rest, race after race. Cruise was mega because it was just a big bike on a nice track.
You looked like you were playing, if I'm honest.
And yeah.
You were doing a load of little jumps and little
like
steepy
the triples
bits.
Down first straight were mega. Yeah. Remember that? That was so good. Then on the 20-inch, Cycle Park's not really the greatest track, but there was no wind that weekend, so to make the most of not a windy cycle park.
It was weird, wasn't it? Because I've been there twice, and it wasn't windy, but like I thought, first straight was so hard for me as an old boy.
Yeah, it's
so quick.
It's really like, if you don't do the right lines on it, like the second on first, there's like a triple, like a really weird triple. On the day that I tripled it, because I didn't like the double manual on it, so I just jumped the whole thing.
The whole thing?
Yeah. I like, my race line there was like pretty odd. I did like manual triple, which was just, I didn't know what I was doing there. Like, it was just really
just made
fun.
It up.
Yeah, pretty much. I hadn't really had that much pressure into the Brits. I just went there and rode, because it was straight after I went to France, so it was just like a little pop down to ride it. So I was just having some fun on the day, like just messing around a little bit. And then when I went into like the semis and finals, I'd liked to get a 0-1. I remember in the final, I gave my all like down first and second and third. But when I got around to the 4th corner, my legs just gave out after all the double biking. So I just settled in for second and realised, yeah, I'm not catching James. I'll just settle into second. So I managed to get pretty happy with second, to be honest. And the win on the cruiser, it was a really good weekend.
Again, I know it's hard because you've got a champion mindset. So I know that really you are a first placer kind of bust guy. But like,
not really.
But like listening to you being excited about the second place, like I was so chuffed for you. Like British number 2, British number 1 in cruiser, world number 3. World number 3 out of 147 12-year-olds that even made it to the world.
Yeah.
So they were the best out of your age group.
Yeah.
No, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
I love the world, and the trip alone, like with just loads of people in Denmark, was just mega. Racing was mega, but also just the holiday that we had there was amazing. And I went there earlier in May for a little training camp.
Session.
So I went with Ross Cullen, Rico Bierman and Emily Hutt, and we went up, we stayed in this hotel near the track. We rode the track a lot. It was a mega experience. I absolutely loved it out there.
So I don't know Rico Bierman, but I know Ross Cullen fairly well.
Yeah, it made me a lot more confident for when I went out there. When I went out there later that year to race there. So I was so much more confident going into the racing there, which was really good. Gave me a massive confidence boost of that.
Must give you a massive confidence boost riding with the likes of Emily and Ross as well.
Yeah, it was mega. Just training with them, it's just a mega experience.
Yeah. They're top of the game at the end of the day. There's loads to learn. It's brilliant. Do you think that made a bit of a difference with having a bit of track time there prior to the World?
There was no one there, so we had to we just managed to get on the track. There was no gates though, because we were the only people there. So it was just like getting a feel for the track. And Copenhagen's always windy. We couldn't do that much there because the headwind down third was...
Oh, was that bad?
Yeah, pretty bad. Headwind down third there. But then on the next training day, it was really good. We got like a good 2 hours on the track doing the gate, first straight efforts and second straight. But that day, first straight was quite windy, so you had to be careful on, because the first jump on Copenhagen's just so weird. It's like just a really long, mellow step up. So
I saw a couple of lads mess up the end of first, especially my age. A couple of them ended up binning it right into the corner.
Yeah, it's like
weird.
It's a horrible jump really, because you can't pump manual it. The only way through it for my age and the age above is just a manual.
Right.
The odd people would double manual it, but it's a really, really weird double manual. So I just did a normal manual, but the thing is, because the landing's so steep, you just fly off the edge. Yeah.
So you've got to make sure you push straight back down as soon as you know you're going over the lip.
Yeah, but you can't really do that because it's so steep.
No, absolutely mental. So hit me then with favourite track for 2025 then. Where was it?
Gosport.
Favourite race?
Copenhagen and Gosport. My favourite track is Gosport, and it's always has been. With no wind, it's amazing. It's such a fun track.
I liked it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's mega.
So I rode there. I quite like the first straight. Gets a bit tight into that turn one, and it's got a weird thing where if you go too low in turn one, you end up binning it. Loads of them ended up binning it. You kind of got to go a little bit higher, haven't you?
Yeah, first one was a bit sketchy, but yeah, it's pretty good. Like the second straight's mega, the first straight's mega. Third
rhythm straight's good as well, isn't it?
Third's good, but it's weird but amazing. It's just such a good track. Like fourth straight, there's some really fun doubles that you can jump on it. I won't be jumping those doubles again in racing because I got pipped on the line in one of my motos.
Because you jumped it?
Yeah, because I was just doing jumps.
I think that's the hard one with you guys, because I know that, especially at that crossover age group you're at, you've really got to think about where you're manual and where you're jumping, haven't you?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to survive around the track, which is a completely different thing at 40. It does amaze me how much of a difference that makes. Places like Birmingham, where some of the younger kids would jump off that first obstacle off the hill. I take it you manual that now.
Yeah, manual it.
Yeah. Favourite memory then from last year?
Defo crossing the line in the semi. That was probably my best moment of the year. In the World Champs, that was so good. Like, I absolutely loved that. It was just amazing, that feeling of crossing the line and knowing that I'm in a world final. And I was just glad I got second in it. It wasn't like I barely made it through in fourth. I managed to just get second.
You were convincing all the way through, to be fair. I think that was an absolute sterling performance. It's quite cool to watch that you'd literally gone from race to race and you kept your head. Yeah. Like at 12. I know you probably feel like you're old, but like when you're our age and looking back and I think what I used to do when I was 12, I don't think I would have had the mental fortitude to be able to keep it all together at that point.
It was so, at the end of the day, I was shattered. Yeah. Like all the racing.
And the mind games of it all as well. No, I can completely get that. What was the reason that you started racing? Can you remember?
Can't remember really. I did a lot of balance biking when I was younger, and then I did a bit of mountain biking. And then I just found BMX and I just started doing it at the club, and I just really enjoyed it.
Quite hard for you because you started at 6. I didn't know if you remember why. What keeps you racing? Yeah. What is it that excites you about BMX and keeps you in the sport?
I just like riding my bike. That's just why I do it. I just absolutely love just getting on my bike and riding it. I like have like training plans and stuff, but I just like riding my bike and doing my own thing on this because I just love it. It's mega.
No. Any plans for this next coming season? Any kind of goals that you've set yourself?
Not really. I want to get back before the first national because I've just been injured the whole winter, which isn't ideal. So my goal is to just be back before the first national, which is in April.
Am I right in saying that we're not going to Worlds this year? I know it's in Australia, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not going there. It's too far. I'm going to the Euros though.
When we're riding, I used to remember training with you and be able to beat you. No, I can't beat you if I try.
Yeah.
And I've loved training with you, and I see some of the other kids looking at you and trying to emulate what you do.
Yeah.
If those kids are sat there and they're thinking, how do I get to be like Leo? How do I effectively get to the point where I'm racing at a high level and doing the national championships? Is there a tip that you can give them that might help them with that?
Just ride a lot, and then how I got good is I rode, I crashed, and then just learn. You just gotta ride your bike a lot. That's how you get good. Ride and just be dedicated to just riding and getting good.
Learning in the process.
Yeah.
No, I can appreciate that. I think unfortunately I fell off a few times in order to get better.
Yeah.
Not at your level though. not even close.
It pretty suck to crash at your age?
Mate, you only have to just look at some of the old boys that have crashed recently and they've got broken collarbones. And
are you still riding on clips? Because I noticed you've been riding on flats recently.
I got advised to go back to flats to build up my skills because, being honest, you always got to try and look at where you're at and where you want to be. And the answer is I need to spend some more time on flats and get better. Whether I'll race on clips, I'm just not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know if so. It's an ego thing sometimes. When I look at it, I think, I'm quicker on clips. But the honest answer is I need to get better on the flats, and I will probably develop better anyway, regardless of whether I'm on clips.
I prefer flats, just for riding, but for racing and going quick, doing quick efforts, I do like clips.
Doing clips in. Because you've not been clips in that long, have you?
No, because I went on clips for a month and then I had my big crash and I haven't ridden since. But I did get quite used to it. I trained quite a lot on them, which is good. I do love clips.
If you aren't riding, what are you doing? What are your other interests?
All of them are pretty much in bikes and stuff, so I've been quite bored lately. I do a lot of climbing. The thing with climbing, it's just such a good way to build up upper body strength whilst resting.
It's a great way of developing because I don't think you really have a lot of that in BMX unless I have to spend a lot of time specifically in the gym.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of upper body strength out of climbing.
Yeah, it's mega. I've gotten pretty strong off of that and I just love it. I went up into Chamonix last year.
Ooh.
And it was stunning up there. We did quite a lot of climbing, some Via Ferrata stuff, which was really good, proper ladders. It's mega. I've never had a fear of heights, so I've always liked being up high in the mountains. We went in teen, we went up into the glacier and it was stunning up there.
What's your favourite thing about racing and riding?
It's just fun. I just absolutely love it. Just riding, my bike's just so good. I love mountain biking, it's just everything. Yeah, apart from road biking. I just love it.
Yeah, I think your dad likes road biking. We don't like road biking.
Yeah.
Good. Was there anything else that you wanted to say?
I'm riding for Meybo this year, which I'm really excited about. It's just amazing. Yeah.
I think that's going to be absolutely wicked. I can see Roxy's obviously joined the team as well, which is cool.
Mega.
No,
she's buzzing about it.
Absolutely buzzing for you for the 2026 season.
Yeah.
Massively proud of what you did in 2025. Onwards and upwards, mate, with what you're doing in your national racing. I know you're still hunting for that national #1 and I can feel it coming.
Yeah,
so
hopefully.
I'm really excited for you. Really proud to ride with you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in and talking to me.
Appreciate it. Gosh.
Thank you.
Yeah.